I'm one of the youngest war correspondents because now I'm 20 years old and I'm a student now, so I'm continuing to study. But also, when I was starting to work as a war correspondent, I was only 17 years old. I'm Kate, I'm 20 years old and now I'm a war correspondent and I'm wanted by the Russians.
Цях роти розвідки 113-ї бригади ТРО на Вовчанському напрямку.
But also, yes, of course, I have nightmares and it's hard. Not only destroyed houses, but sometimes I'm started to cry because I'm thinking about my friends who died. Because when you are working as a journalist, you have to be communicative. You have a lot of friends, you know, a lot of militaries, and it's always hard when you made an interview like months ago with a guy and then he died. Because I had such experience 2 times. When a really close friend for me, we made an interview with him and we were planning to make a material again, but he died. My friend journalist, he sent me a message that, do you know that Russians put your list? I was like, okay, firstly it was funny, but then they put on this site all my personal data. It's now not like actual, but yes, and the only thing that was not like that was scared me maybe a little bit because they put also information about my family, about my mom. They look my social media and saw that I was in Kursk because I published about this. I think that it's not the main thing, but also it's like plus, and also in their message they wrote why. They wrote very funny things that I'm supporting Nazi regime or something like that, and that I'm financing terrorist organization. When I was in Kursk, also I met Russians who were living there, and they spoke with me Ukrainian. Like I asked what's happening, and they answered, "Oh, Ukraine, we were waiting for you. I always love Ukraine." And I was like, you are speaking Ukrainian, really? And she said, yes, we always have been Ukraine and I know Ukrainian. And then another one woman, she came to her and was like, what are you talking about? Yes, so we always have been Russia and something like that. And also I saw in Kursk that they hit it, while we were there, they hit it few times maybe with avia bombs, and we heard drones. We were filming here, locals we were filming, and how they live now there. And they were asking us for a green corridor at the time, and they said that Ukraine didn't want to give them green corridor, also very strange things, they were crying and so on. Another one thing that I noticed, that Russians, they heated from their side their own city. They were not really talkative because, I don't know, maybe they were scared I don't know, they just, when they saw us, they were not really talkative. But some of them were very open and tell us that it's hard to live there now, that they want to evacuation to Ukraine. And that girl that I told you about, she asked also to be evacuated to Ukraine, to study in Ukraine, to live in Ukraine. I'm not regretting to go into Kursk because when I was planning to go there, the only thing I was thinking about to make good material, to bring truth, to find this truth and the reality. Like at that time, I don't think that because of this I will be in the blacklist. Okay, I will be okay. When I was 16, I was planning to go to Germany to study there. But then when full-scale invasion started, I was only 17 years old, and at that night Russians, they shooted, they flew air bombs from planes near to my house, on my street, like it was very close to me. I heard the sound of plane, and this is the scariest thing that I ever experienced. Already was like hundreds of people on the metro stations in Kharkiv, and we decided also to spend nights there because it was, I thought that it can be safe. I'm starting to work on the metro station to help to provide in humanitarian aid for people, to find some volunteer organizations who can help us. I met some foreign journalists, and so I understood that I can help as a fixer maybe, because I know Kharkiv, I know interesting stories to film. It was hard for me mentally because I should to be a professional, and when I should came to a woman who lost her child, or a person who lost someone, or whose flight is destroyed, it's very hard because I'm starting to ask, and this person started to cry, and I'm starting to cry, and I I started to show my emotions. But and my cameraman, he always said to me, "Kate, please be professional. You should know, like, show your emotions because you're a journalist." And it was my first frontline trip because Bakhmut already was in 2023. Russians were trying to take it, but there still were living people, and in Bakhmut it was a lot of artillery explosions, like, I don't know, every maybe 20 seconds or something. One of the riskiest trips for me was when we were in Vovchansk, when Russians for a second time they counteroffensive this city, and now if you will see photos, it's absolutely destroyed. And also that day I remember that I just put my head up and I saw a drone over me and I asked my volunteer friend, "Is it ours or not?" He said, "Ah, it's ours." But then they said that it's like 95% of drones in the sky at that day were not ours. So this is a Russian FPV drone. You can see when we were in Kharkiv region, worked with the militaries. We went to the front line area, to positions, and when we came back it was night, and we saw a big explosion before us. And then it was like silence for 15 minutes, and then a military who drive this car, he said, "How are you?" I said, "I'm okay." Like, I was so shocked that I couldn't say anything.
Is your city more important than your life?
I think every life important, but what can I do? Like, you're as foreigners, it's your choice to come or not to come to Ukraine, to help or not to help. I'm scared, like, every time. It's very scary for me because I'm a girl, I'm 20 years old, and I don't know, maybe I should just to go to university now and to do all my girl things, I don't know. But for me it's really scary, and all these explosions, it's very, I don't know, hard for my ears. But I'm trying to keep myself up and just to do my work. And when I'm started to be scary, I just look at militaries who are near to me and how calm are they, because it's my city. I really love this city, as every local who live in Kharkiv, I think. So now I'm not planning even to go abroad, maybe for a small trip, but not like for a life or something, because we are now fighting in different fronts for our city, and for me it's the best, so I'm not planning to leave.